documenting the changing face of Wigan. This is
Wigan Watch. Wigan Watch?
Wigan Watch.
quite icy today, 7th January. The exhibition that was on the not a car park has moved. Looks like they've got different pictures on as well, to be fair. It's now in Believe Square. But it's more about the snow and the fact work's continuing in the old Civic Centre. There's a Wigan as well. Looking a bit glum because it's a bit nippy. Little chop house over there as well. It snowed. The wickets are still here. They're still working, which is fantastic. And all being well, we will see some interesting progress. There's something going on down there, which looks interesting. Some kind of I don't know what it is. Anyway, oh, there you go. There you go. Something down there. I don't know what it is, but it looks interesting. Oh, it's gone again. So this side we've got well, mud, frozen mud. Best mud you can have, frozen mud. And then it does look like there's more work going on, although again, looks like they're digging out all the underneath concrete. So that's going to take some time, hopefully not too long, and hopefully we'll get a building before the end of the year. There's actually a gritter going up the road there. Well, trying to go up the road there. And it's trying to get past the car that's trying to go up the road. So yeah, that car is struggling going up there. But stay at these roads, 10 o'clock in the morning. Car's still stuck. Work's still continuing outside the Grand Arcade, where, look at that, that's actually better than the main roads, and it's just a footpath. Well done, Grand Arcade. Here we are at the bottom of Standish Gate, and it is Slush City, near the market, with the not a car park, nicely covered in snow, looking very pretty. These roads are not looking pretty though, are they? So at the bottom end of the market now, you can see the road here is so much better condition. By the better condition I mean, well, it's not really, is it? So we're here behind Wigan Youth Zone and the COVID Remembrance Monument, which I think that's what it is looking very picturesque. The park looking spectacular. At the last Wigan Watch I did, proper Wigan Watch, I asked the question, why is this building not down yet? And someone said they've got a tent at the back, they're taking out asbestos. And that actually seems valid. Aspect, probably something to do with the asbestos decontamination units. So it probably will come down once they get rid of the dangerous stuff inside it. So thank you to whoever commented on it, I can't remember, but you know who you are. So in summary, another snowy day. We didn't have a white Christmas, but we definitely had a white January. Even the pigeons are fed up, and I don't blame them, to be fair. But the big question is, where are the gritters? There's probably a genuine reason for the roads being in the condition they're in. I just don't know what it is. iFix Tech opened just for Christmas, and now we've got the Glasses Club, which is opening soon. By the looks of things, they've got the sign up anyway, which is one more than I've got. I don't know anyone who does signs. Here we are back at the gallery site. I don't know if they've made that hole bigger or not, but certainly I think they've took the walls down that were at the back, because that looks a lot more open than it did, deep in the middle of the the hall. Yeah, definitely looks different anyway. Spin it round. End up over here. This is where the actual market hall's going to be. Hopefully we'll see some building work going on in the next few months. Digging out the concrete. Don't know why they don't just demolish the whole thing. That would make more sense. I would have thought it'd be a lot quicker. And it'd mean they were building the building on brand new concrete rather than concrete that looks like that. So this is a view from the end of Hall Gate. What's disturbing me is the fact I can see them bricks. Now, we've seen them bricks are part of the back of the old shops that used to be here in the 70s and obviously for Victorian times, but surely to God, this is not built on them. They're just there as a reminder of what was there before, because that would be very worrying. But it looks like the concrete isn't attached, so yeah, I'm looking at it closer. I think we're alright. 31st of January. Just see what, if anything's gone on. Well, they're using the road up there that they built to transport stuff up and down, which is what we predicted. Including taking it over the footpath by use of gates, which is pretty cool. And they are digging out more and more stuff from the bottom of here. This is the worry. I was hoping they'd be building by now. But it looks like they're taking the tiles off there as well, which seems a bit weird because that's a bit of history, isn't it? Those tiles from the old, what was it called? Arcade. But yeah, there's noises. That's promising. See what February brings, shall we? 2nd of February, coming up to 5 o'clock. First time I've been here, mainly because it's been dark at this time for a very long time. Haigh Hall. Thought I'd have a look at the scaffolding coming down. Well, don't know about you, but that to me looks like it's been ripped down by the winds we've had recently, rather than being taken down, and it's only the plastic outer skin that's come down. Is there anyone still working on this site? Let's have a look around the back quickly. At the side, the scaffolding has come down to reveal whatever they've done to the outside of the building. So that's promising. This is the view at the back. Scaffolding and the covering seems a lot more, well, less damaged, shall we say. A couple of tears up there in the corner, which haven't been fixed. But other than that, it looks okay. Now, I'm not here during the day, so I don't know whether or not there's work going on here. There's workmen here all the time, blah, blah, blah. I haven't got a clue. But it is very concerning that we're getting up to, I don't know if you can see it or not, but we've got daffodils starting to sprout here. So another year is passing by with nothing happening. Or is it? Freshly fallen trees, I assume from the wind we had the other week. There's also lots of squirrels knocking around as well, so it must be time for them to start waking up a bit. Look for the nuts that they buried. Get some food, some sustenance. Of course, now I've said that, I can't see a single one. I've seen about 8 on my way down here so far. But that's sod's law, isn't it? But trust me, the squirrels are out. Another freshly fallen tree, as you can see. Perfectly natural, this is what happens. Actually, he's not about, oh yeah, it is a tree. Look, there's the top of it that's fallen off. It's how forests and woods regenerate. But there are squirrels, I promise you. I've seen another one since I filmed the last bit. Wigan Council now is spending money on the Whelley Loop line, the multi-user path extension. Freudian slip there. Is this going to be a multi-youth race track? Or am I just being, I don't know, negative about a positive thing? I've been following this for a little while. When I first actually came on the Whelley Loop from the canal to the mini Tesco at Whelley, and this is a continuation of said thing. And it goes, I don't know how far it goes, I assume it goes quite a way. I will follow it when the weather gets nicer, but for the time being, we'll just look at this section. So as you can see, we've got some nice smooth tarmac going down. You've got steps on the other side of the bridge here, and then you've got the racetrack going as smooth as you like all the way along. Now one hopes that this is going to be used by pedestrians, dog walkers, bicyclists and the like, but fear this is going to be somewhere that all the quad bikes and scramblers and all that kind of thing decide to have races, because it is perfect for that. But again, am I being cynical? It's easy to be negative, isn't it, about things, even when they're good things. Of course, the next question is, how much does it cost? And all this tarmac, how many potholes could that have filled? We'll never know. Anyway, I will walk the length of it once at least spring has sprung. Until then, we'll just keep observing it on a random basis. At the industrial estate near the river, you can either walk through, and you've got these bright lights. Like, what's going on here? And wow! Last time I looked down here, it was well, it was a bit run down, a bit scruffy. It looks like they've knocked down the old buildings and they're building some really nice looking units there. So I don't know what that's going to be, but it does look quite impressive. They cleared a lot of ground. So yeah, another one to watch, but I mean, they're very proud of it. Look at all the lights they've got, they're everywhere. Very proud of what they've done. And rightly so. Show it off. So we're on Spencer Road. About 12 or 18 months ago, I questioned why there was a Pelican Crossing put there, rather than modifying the traffic lights here at the top of Beach Hill. Well, looks like the traffic lights are getting modernised here at Beach Hill. Now, will they have pedestrian crossings on there? If so, why did they build a Pelican Crossing down the way? It's not like they've come to a decision very quickly to build this or improve this. Doesn't make any sense. Also, I questioned why there was a zebra crossing all the way down there outside the school when that should have been a Pelican Crossing. But anyway, we will see what happens when they finish this. Could be brilliant. Here we are, further down the Whelley Loop line, and that's where I was, only a couple of miles further up, not long ago, which was last week in real terms. And tiny Tesco near Whelley is the other side of that wall down the hill. And it's very peaceful today, to be fair, but it is kind of 5 o'clock on a February Sunday, so that probably explains it. The old railway bridge there, which has still got the supporting road above it. Is this going to end up being a racetrack? I hope to God not. I like it when it's peaceful like this. Well, it's cold and a bit wet. And of course, they're going to have to change that sign there because they missed that one, haven't they? How much money have they spent changing all the signs for Wigan Council to the old crest again? Anyway, that's another story for another day, isn't it? Let's have a look at some speed camera, shall we? Above the Whelley Loop line now, you can see there the lines on the road, which were for the speed camera, which used to be around about there until it got cut down. They put it up again, it got cut down again, and then it disappeared for a while. But now it's back. But they've moved it. Them are the lines that they used to use to check whether you were speeding or not, and the camera was round about here somewhere. But it's been chopped down a few times. So now they moved it nearer Tesco. So there it is now, at the bottom of the hill. Not at the top of the hill. I assume it's extra security for Tesco and cameras and things, but yeah, they've moved it, so be warned. Although you should be speeding anyway. Thursday the 13th of February. And the new door looks like it's on its way for Debenhams. Either that or someone's sneezed very loudly inside the building. Looks like we've actually got some progress here. Look, scaffolding. Is this the beginning of the new market? I certainly hope so. Still not holding my breath though. Well, look at this. 2 weeks after my last visit, and we can see the hall again. Looks like they've replaced a couple of lintels, and a couple of windowsills. But other than that, I'm not exactly sure what they've done all this time, but we can see it again. That's the main thing. Shall we look round back? So this is the side, which was open last time. Well, scaffolding was down. Looks like the scaffolding might be gone round the back as well. Happy days. Well, it's not all down, but it's definitely coming down. Might not be too long before it's ready to reopen. Wishful thinking, I know, but let's think positive. I'm actually made up. Hopefully, when I come back in another couple of weeks, I'll be able to see the full building in all its majesticness. 19th of February 2025. We're having a quick look at what's going on. Galleries. Doesn't seem to be a lot going on this side, although they have built some kind of stairwell, something there by the looks of things. Is that a stairwell or some? Might be, might not be, don't know. Scaffolding there near the cone. And they built a little hill there. So, yeah. Actually digging a rather big hole there. And they're still taking the concrete out from underneath as well. In fact, that's how big the hole is. See a guy's helmet. Crikey. So this might take a little bit longer than we first thought. This is it from a slightly different angle. Progress? Yeah, definitely. So finally this building has been knocked down, so it looks like it was right when someone said about the asbestos in there. So there's a big thing around the back side, and you can see the foundations now for the new footprint for the new build. So things definitely coming on apace here at the college. And here it is from the car park side. So the old building, what's left of it, is coming down. Like I say, we've already seen the foundations for the new build, so I imagine this is going to be up fairly quick now they've managed to sort out the issue they had with the, I say, we're assuming asbestos. It's like a telephone box, but it's going on top of the building. Civic Centre. Don't think it is, but work progressing. Great. It's a Sunday, obviously nothing's going on, but as we can see at the college, the demolition is now complete. So it's just a case of removing the rubble, and then no doubt we'll start seeing the building work. They've already put the foundations in, so yeah, this could be fairly quick, I would have thought. Certainly by this time next year there'll be a building there. Pretty much guarantee that. Skulls Flats. And we've got a brand new pedestrianised friendly traffic light system going in here as well. So we've got two brand new safer places for people to cross the road. This is great. The inconvenience isn't that bad either. I mean, I don't drive through here, but normally when anything goes on in Wigan, it's gridlock. I've not really noticed this one, but like I say, I don't use it every day, so if you do and it's awful, I'm sorry. So this is the first time I've seen it in the light for a while, and what a horrific sight. I thought it was going to get patched up, but that window has completely fallen out. I mean, they're letting this building fall apart so they can knock it down and redevelop it into something horrendous, aren't they? Which I think is an absolute travesty. Privately owned. But surely it's the responsibility of whoever owns it to maintain the property, at least make it waterproof. I do fear for this building. I need to win the lottery, but I don't do it, so it's going to be difficult. Here we are at the top of Beach Hill, and we can see that the pedestrianised crossing will be open soon because all the things are on there. Obviously they're not working at the minute, they're in a box, in a cardboard box. But yeah, it's going to be safer for people to cross, and that is the main thing. And should have happened a long time ago. But anyway, it's happened now. So fingers crossed next time we come, it will be fully functioning and open. Back on Marsh Green. And these houses are looking absolutely amazing. We've watched these from nothing to what they are now. I've had a bit of a break due to the weather. Also out of respect for a tragedy that occurred just around about here. But work has continued. And all the scaffolding is now gone. They've even got solar panels on the roofs. I did wonder how they were going to get so many houses on this small plot. You can see they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses there, and then these have got multiple doors, so it must be upstairs, downstairs for the apartments, the flats, whatever it is they're called. If we go around to the front, last time we came here there was no windows in, scaffolding was up, and there was no this outcrop that they built for these windows, which are not in yet, but they will be soon, no doubt. So yeah, absolutely amazing. So well done, Westfield Limited, building for the future. Oh! Looks like the new traffic lights are up and running. Set this off when I left Tesco earlier, and yeah, we've got the traffic lights on with the pedestrian crossing lights and everything. So finished. Superb stuff. Didn't take that long either, and it wasn't, for me, overly inconvenient. But again, like I said at the Scold's lights, don't quote me on that if you're having a major issue during rush hour, etc. So hopefully it's going to make things safer for pedestrians in particular around there. Now, I still think this should be a pelican crossing and not a zebra crossing because it's outside of school, and I do worry that youngsters in particular might think that if they just step on it, cars are going to stop, and they should do, but it doesn't mean they will do. They're more likely to stop with traffic lights. But anyway, the main thing is it's a lot safer at what I used to call dangerous traffic lights at the top of Beach Hill. I have to think of a new name. Crikey. Work is started on the WH Smiths. I've no idea what's going on, but this is good news. Sunday the 9th of March 2025, and long established Gallymore's is closing forever. Numerous reasons given. May one be in Bollards. I've never been, I'll be honest, because I don't go to restaurants. I'm not a restaurant type person. But it is a shame because lots of people have been here, lots of people have got great memories of it. And it's sad when a business closes, one that's so established as this one as well. What will happen in the future? Will another business come here, or will this become an empty building? Either way, it's not great news. If you were wondering, like me, why we've got rebranded on everything, including every single bin, and all the trucks, cars, and the workers' uniforms, and the signs coming in and out of Wigan, it's because Wigan Borough is 50 years old, or was in 2024. So they've put it back to an older version of the thing rather than the hearts. Some people said they got rid of the hearts because people found out they didn't have a heart. Not my words. So you can have a pause and read that if you want, and then we can look at some of the other stuff as well there. And yeah, the only thing that worries me is how much does it cost to rebrand an entire town the size of Wigan? All these stickers, all these new signs, all these new emblems that are on everything. It's not cheap. I'd as soon as they fix the potholes, I'll be honest with you. Back at Skulls, where they're doing these new traffic lights for pedestrian safety, which is a great idea. Not knocking them at all for that. You can see progress has been made. Got all this new flooring. A lot of people don't realise that these are textured for people with eyesight problems, so they can actually feel through the feet what's kind of road markings or how near they are to streets and bus stops, things like that. It's very clever, very ingenious. Anyway, it is definitely progressing and looking good. Now further into Skulls, we've got this area of land which I was here maybe 2 years ago, and I was on about some plans that someone had handed in that they'd found that was going to be a new housing development on this area. And as we can see, apart from a bit more rubbish and a couple of pigeons, not a lot's gone on. This is prime. This is prime for building on. This is prime for housing. I mean, literally you could build a hell of a lot of houses on here, but sadly not so far. More building work going on, and this to me is essential. This is near the hospital, and this is the old car park that's been redeveloped into a multi-storey car park, which I think is brilliant, because hopefully it leaves pressure on the multi-storey car park that's in the town centre behind Iceland, which is currently used for staff from the hospital. Also make it easier for visitors as well. There's plenty of spaces on here. The only thing I worry about is, if I was a neighbour, is it going to overlook my house? Will people be able to see my bedroom and things like that? Which I find a bit creepy. So hopefully there's something they've thought of that will stop that happening. And the other one is, will it block the sun out for some of these people in these houses? Either way, it's probably an evil necessity. Now, I've not mentioned this before, but they've been busy building an extension onto the hospital, which again is probably another reason why they need to do the multi-storey car park. But yeah, the hospital is getting bigger. We like that, because there's more people in Wigan now than ever before. Plantation gates opposite the hospital. Now, I was here again probably about 2 years ago looking at some plans for this, and look, we've got fences around it. We've got a little hut for the workmen to be in. It looks like something is about to happen. What though? Proposed works, gate entrance will be put in temporary blah, 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 blah. So nope, nothing exciting there. What about here? Oh, diversion. So they're going to do a diversion of the footpath. So it's going to be a little bit lower down while they sort out the actual gates. So yeah, we'll wait and see what that will bring. Now, when I was here, the notice that was up was saying that, I thought, oh, it was that one. Oh, that one was going to be turned into some kind of public building, be it a souvenir shop, seems a bit weird, or a cafe or something. But either way, it's good to see money being spent on the Plantation Gate, because, well, it's heritage, isn't it? It's still here. There's not much of that these days. How's Haigh Hall doing though? This is continuation of the Whelley Loop line, all tarmacked and stoned up, looking good. Also goes down that way as well, as you can see through the fence. So yeah, spectacular. Even the squirrels come out to see what Haigh Hall looks like. It's about 3 weeks since I was last here, and it looks like some scaffolding's actually gone up. Mind you, it's only a little bit, that bit there. So I don't think it's anything to worry out too much. I've still got scaffolding up there. Look how complex it is though. I didn't realise just how much metal was involved in the scaffolding. And that is a phenomenal amount of steel. Anyway, let's have a look around the back. So down here, a lot of the scaffolding that was left on pallets has gone. And it looks a lot tidier as well than it did. So there's definitely been work going on, which is great. A couple of years ago I did something similar to this, which was taking a picture of daffodils and then walking into a tree. Okay, maybe not the walking into the tree bit. Looks like they've got some windows blacked out. Are they blacked out, or is it just very, very dark in there? It looks like they're blacked out. Anyway, Haigh Hall is starting to become fully visible again. Obviously the side scaffolding has not been removed yet. I assume that's going to be down in the next few weeks, and then we'll be able to see the whole of Haigh Hall. Whether we can get in or not is another thing, but at least we'll be able to see it. I suppose the next question is, how long is this wall going to be up? You can see it's been up for a while because it's got the typical green growing on it that you get. Don't get too excited. Not that kind of green, you fools. But it's got green growing on it. But if they're only wicking on the inside, then one would assume they wouldn't need to cordon off the whole building. They could literally let us at least get to a side that's away from where all the wick is. So once again, we can actually even touch Haigh Hall. But again, breath is not being held. But I do like these lighter nights. It means I can do a lot more stuff. So yeah, come back again in a couple of weeks, see where we're at. So we're still in Hay Woodland Park, and we're at the canal. Look what they're doing. They're actually wicking on it, putting some stones down, so it's not as muddy as it was. It's all the way down there, and all the way along there as well. So more improvements to the walking areas of Wigan. Even the birds are happy about it. Okay, shut up now. Down at Plantation Road, which is up there. This is the Whelley Loop. As you can see, it looks exactly the same as it does behind me when we get to Haigh Hall. However, there's a gap. Okay, wasn't expecting that. I thought if they could worked all the way down there, they would have well, done it from here as well. There is a tree that's fallen over, but I can't see that being a major issue. Anyway, keep an eye on it. So this is an automatic number plate recognition camera, which is owned by Greater Manchester Clean Air, which is basically that. Now, why we've got AMPR looking for the clean air? I thought this had been scrapped. So what are they looking for? What are they reporting? Who are they reporting back to? What is going on? Got the Brocket there. Next to it, I think used to be an Esso petrol station, I'm not sure. But it was being redeveloped, and then the redevelopment stopped for a considerable length of time. And, well, it's going to be an Asda, apparently. Excited much? Well, some people are. That's why I know about it. They've been telling me all about it. So anyway, Asda, the co-op haven't stopped this one opening. So that is it for this Wigan Watch. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Goodbye. Documenting the changing face of Wigan. This is
Wigan Watch. Wigan Watch?
Wigan Watch.